All right, welcome to Tailem Bend in Adelaide. We are back a few weeks after the test day. It is not as beautiful and picturesque as what it was when we were here testing, unfortunately. It is wet and raining. So we are here on the Thursday test day. GT4s are out now. We're about to go out. So we have 2 1-hour practices today, not officially in the race day or the race weekend. That starts tomorrow. So today is just going out, learning the track and testing. Obviously it's wet, so it's good to get some wet practice in. Just learn the track in the wet, learn at a slower pace, take a few things in. And looking behind me, it kind of looks like it's clearing. So who knows, maybe at the end of the day today, this afternoon, we might actually get dry track, which will be nice before tomorrow. But yeah, it's just a good way to start the weekend, just getting these few sessions in before we actually start the race weekend tomorrow. So fingers crossed the rain stops and maybe get some dry laps in today.
I'm bold, I go for gold, always win, I never fold. Call me cold when I overlap, I shock you all like a lightning crack. Always come first when I'm on the track, only come second when I'm in the sack. Push my limits, no holding back, but I hold you down like I hold my cap. Now take your marks, we in the race, won't catch me while you can chase. You're losing face, it's my embrace, it's just the pace that I'm moving at. In my team we never lose a lap, on the attack, I'm like a cat. Feel my grip, makes me scratch, smack.
Okay, fresh out of the car, second session done. Really good second session. I am super duper happy, comfortable, confident. We made slight changes with the ABS. I got to play around with that because that actually affects the braking stability of the car. We're putting new pads and stuff in tomorrow because I wasn't happy with the brakes overall. I think they're worn down after a race and a test day, so we're replacing those for tomorrow. But to help as much as possible because I wasn't feeling the best with the pads and rotors that are in it now, we worked with ABS, which is really good. I feel really good. I feel like it's clicking. I feel like I'm slowly starting to get it. My consistency is back up there. I had like 1 or 2 moments where I'm like, that's why they tell me to do that. That's how I can do what they tell me to do. It's hard to explain, I guess, but talking to all the drivers and talking to all the engineers, some things they've told me over the last couple of rounds I haven't been able to do, where I feel like I finally am starting to understand how to do it. I don't know if that makes sense. But anyway, I feel like a light bulb is almost about to be flicked, and I think tomorrow is going to be a really good session and hopefully it comes to me. We didn't run greens. We had the option. We chose not to because I really just wanted to concentrate on doing what I was doing. But other than that, I'm feeling really happy. I stink. You can't smell me, but I was getting pretty sweaty in the car then because I was fucking trying pretty hard for the whole hour. I've essentially done 2 hours of practice today and I've got 2 hours tomorrow with Paul. So look, good amount of lap times, good amount of track time, and then tomorrow Paul and I can work together and hopefully I can be a little bit fucking quicker because I would love to find like half a tenth, so fingers crossed. Learning a lot and I need to remember what I learned. So I've been writing notes all week. Well, they're not my notes, but these are my notes, and then they're from yesterday and these are today, getting some more pieces of paper printed off. Feel like I've sort of elevated a little bit, so I just want to make sure that I'm taking in everything I've learned and I can reflect back. And also we can keep reading as the days go on to see if the problems are being eliminated or not. So just keeping track of everything that's going on. I used to do this a lot back in the go-karting days, and now I just feel like I'm learning so much at the moment in these cars, and we're changing stuff all the time that I need to write down because sometimes you forget. So these are more just for me to, because we're going to QR as well. So Queensland Raceway is one of the next races that we have, and QR is very tight corners and long runs onto exits, which is similar to this track because we've got some long straights that we run onto. So I have a feeling everything that I learn here I'll be able to take across to QR. So even though this is a different track, I'm doing this because I will reflect on this at Queensland Raceway. If we have similar issues, we can go, remember how that happened at Adelaide at turn 6? That's the feeling that I'm getting, so we're all on the same page. So this is more just for everybody because I feel like, I've learnt a lot and I just need to keep it accountable and keep track of everything that we're doing. Friday practice here in Adelaide. We have 2 practice sessions today, 1 hour each, so we have another very good day and a very good amount of laps and track time, which is very exciting. So we're going to go out for first and second practice and get a feel for things, get setups for the cars. We're on super early for qualifying on Saturday, tomorrow, so that's going to be something that we have to make sure that we're really up to getting the tyre temps up when the track is really cold. That's going to be the biggest challenge for qualifying for me personally, so we'll work on that today, going out on cold tyres and warming them up as quickly as possible. I think it was 12 degrees or 14 degrees at 8 o'clock this morning, so it's going to be cold and no tyre temp. So that's going to be today's challenge. Hopefully we get some laps in, the weather holds off, and we get some good times in, and we get the car set up, ready to go for tomorrow. Pissing down and very wet, so went out, got some wet practice. I didn't like it at all. It was very tricky. It was very, very wet. And I was starting to aquaplane and slip around on the wet puddles on track because a lot of the guys stopped running towards the end, and I was one of the only cars out there, and it started getting very slippery because no one was running through the standing water. So I started having moments in a straight line, and I was like, I don't want to do this anymore, I'm coming in. So learnt what I could, did what I did. Other than that, it was fucking wet. Okay, good morning. It is Saturday. It's fucking freezing. It's like 5 degrees right now. I'm wearing a beanie because my ears are cold. We are out very soon. It is really cold. We're about to go out for quali. I'm for first, Paul's second. It's going to be a very tough qualifying session to get tyre temp in the 20 minutes that we're out there. I think the track's still a little bit wet from the dampness of just the dew and some rain from yesterday. So, this qualifying is going to be very, 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 very interesting. And then we have a race at about midday today. It should be dry. It's blue sky. It's going to be nice and sunny. So just have to survive qualifying, I think, and then we'll race hard at race 1 later on today.
Cause your mama a freak. Wanna be like daddy, she remind me of me. And I look so sweet, whipped cream on your feet. Drinking sex on the beach, got you wet on the ski. And your bitch send me news, I can't wait till we meet. I'm a nasty ass nigga, a gorilla. 2 bitches twist on my dick like a Twizzler. A nigga like me, stay hot through the winter. I told her we could link, hit me up after dinner.
Okay, qualifying is done, and it was unfortunately not a very good one. So Paul didn't go out at all for his. We had gearbox issues again. So I really struggled to get up to speed with low pressures and temperatures. And then right at the very end, with about 7 minutes to go, I started to push and I got stuck in 3rd gear for the whole lap, came in, and then the car stalled. But they think they might know what the problem was. It's a little washer around some clip that connects to something and makes the gears select. Idiot speak, I know, but I don't really know, and it came loose, so I wasn't selecting gears. But now, because I wasn't selecting gears fully and properly, they need to make sure that the gearbox isn't damaged. So, I don't know what the consensus is right now, but we have about 3 hours to figure it out and potentially put a new gearbox in before the first race. So Paul didn't qualify at all. I don't even know what I came, I think like 13th or something. We ran the risk of taking the time to try and do the fastest lap at the end because we just were trying to make sure that we had as much temp as possible to go as fast as I could at the end. And then at the end, the gearbox issues came in, so I didn't actually get a time. So we ran that risk in the hope that I was in the pro session, there won't be a red flag, I could do the full 20 minutes and then try and get your fastest couple laps at the very end when the temps are up. Take your time getting up to temp in the first 15 minutes of the session. So that was the plan, and unfortunately the gearbox issues came in right at the very end there. So I didn't get to do it full time, which is unfortunate. That's the risks you take when you go racing, I guess. And we'll see what the future holds. Stay tuned to see if we have to replace the gearbox or not.
Your bitch won't party with Cardi. Cardi a body in a Rari. Diamonds all over my body, shining all over my body. Cardi got your bitch on Molly. Bitch, you ain't gang, you lame. Billy truck laying the lane, blow up the brain. I go insane. I drop a check on the chain, fuck up a check in the flame.
Alrighty, so good news, car is fixed. They found the issue, they assessed the gearbox once the issue was fixed to make sure there was no further damage based on everything that happened, and everyone is very happy and confirmed that there is no further damage. So we didn't have to replace the gearbox. We did fix a few things that was causing the issues. It was basically just like a D-ring that wasn't connected, and then the shaft wasn't reaching where it was meant to be reaching, and it wasn't selecting gears properly, essentially. So that has all been fixed. The car has been run, the car has been tested, all the gears have been shifted through just to confirm everything, and it's all gone well. So going to go get some lunch now and prepare for the first race, which is in about an hour's time. So thank fucking God, and the sun is shining. It's still cold, but it should be a dry race. Okay, we just finished race 1 and we had a great race. We are very happy. We started last because we didn't get out to qualifying 2, unfortunately. So we started dead last because we didn't qualify at all, no time recorded, and we finished 6th. So that's amazing, incredible, very happy, no complaints. A very good race, lots of interesting things happening at the start, and the strategy and just seeing Paul come through and how all the other guys are sort of racing their race. It was really exciting. I was really looking forward to getting in. I felt that I was in a much more comfortable position than like Phillip Island because there was no rain and whatever else. I just knew that I was going to get into a good car because Paul was doing purple sectors, which means he was fastest on track. So yeah, it was really good, and I knew that all I had to do when I hopped in was just keep doing what I was doing in practice in the dry, similar times, and I would hold off. So I basically did. I held my ground and finished 6th. So all up, very, very good, very happy. Tomorrow is unfortunately going to be a similar thing with the fact that I'm starting, I think, 13th, and I'm starting. So I'm going to have to do my best to hold on to the guys in front, and then Paul's hopefully is going to come through at the end. So yeah, very good day. Didn't get a trophy, but that's okay considering everyone who's racing and how competitive it is. I think we did really well. Alrighty, it is Sunday. Race 2 starts today. We have an Arvo race. It's still cold, but we don't have to worry about cold weather like we did yesterday and the day before. So one race today, and that is it. I am starting. We're in about 13th because we didn't get to qualify because of that gearbox issue. But I'm feeling pretty confident. Paul was fast yesterday. I got in the car, I just did my job and held pace like I needed to, ended up 6th, so I feel like we can do that again today, but just reverse. Just need to hang on, get Paul in the car, and hopefully we get a good result. So I'm looking forward to it. The car feels good, Paul's happy with the car. I'm happy with the car. I think I learnt a lot yesterday as well about race strategy, which is very interesting, and I'm really enjoying the strategy side of things for this GT category in the long races. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to today. Just need to get a good start, make up a few spots, hold on as best as I can, and hopefully we come out with a good result. All right, my race is over. The race is not over, but my race is over. I crashed, unfortunately. I got a really good start, but I was up the inside, and it's what happens when everyone tries to turn in and you're on the very inside. I got taken out, unfortunately. It's a bit of a messy start. I don't know what else was going on with everyone else and why I got hit. I just know that I had a good start. And honestly, that's what happens when you get good starts. You're sort of in positions where you shouldn't be. And I felt everyone around me could see where I was, but it was those guys in front that were sort of roughing and tumbling. And unfortunately, I got tangled up with the Lambo. And yeah, my tyre is fucked, the front steering is fucked, and the whole front splitter is fucked. So they're assessing the damage now. It's not fixable, but they'll try and repair it enough to get it back on the truck and get it back home. And yeah, we'll rejoin and recoup and figure things out for the next round. But honestly, I feel like I probably could have moved and avoided the Lambo, but that means I would have had to go off the track, which I don't really want to do that, and it's not fair because I had position and I was on the track and everyone around me knew I was there. So it was a bit of an awkward call. Probably looking back on it, maybe I could have avoided him, but going on the grass poses risks as well, rejoining and crashing into people. So I thought the safest option was to stay on track and hope that I could tuck in behind him, but he just turned straight across me and I had nowhere to go, unfortunately. So yeah, a bit annoying. My first DNF. I've never had a DNF before. I've always finished, so first time for everything. But yeah, disappointing for the boys, but yeah, at the end of the day, that's racing and that's what we get for having a shit qualifying with all the gearbox issues. So yeah, we'll reconvene. We've got a break now into QR. We've got a test day coming up. So yeah, try and find some positive energy for those few days that we have coming up shortly.